Hey guys, Ryan Steinelson, and it's 2:00 on Wednesday. I am the founder of Accelerate Marketing and also the local lead labs on School. We are a Google local service ad partner agency. We were selected by Google to be a partner agency about 6 years ago or 7 years ago, since pretty much right when Google local service ads started. And that allows us to help businesses a little bit more than the average agency would in order to generate more leads from that particular platform. And we also help businesses to optimize their Google business profile page. And we leverage conversational AI or AI agents in order to answer the phone, respond to message leads, text messages, etc. We've been around. Accelerate Marketing has been around for over 17 years. And, we definitely, we have over 365-star reviews online over the last 17 years that we've earned. And, we've helped businesses literally grow from zero to, thousands or millions of dollars in revenue in a very short period of time. Today the format is a workshop. I'd love to have, anybody that would like to jump in and ask any questions. I will do an audit of your Google local service ads page or your Google business profile page and give you any insights that I can that will help you if you do have the courage to join me. And you don't even have to share your camera if you don't want to. But yeah, I would definitely encourage you to join. It definitely makes the workshop a whole bunch more exciting and valuable for everybody when we can have a live example. If I don't get anybody, then I will actually just go in and go over some topics that I think are very relevant to what's going on right now, and that I've identified as being new topics as we go. We go over new topics every week. And again, this is every Wednesday at 2:00. If you want to go to our website, you can go to accelerateyourmarketing.com. And we do have a free community that you can see at the bottom there. It's school.com/local lead labs. And if you do want a free audit, you can text our team at 619-304-5155. I am going to go over some topics right now. So one of the things is, okay, so the local service app, we talked, let's see, let me go through some of the stuff here that I put together today. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Okay. So one of the things that I was going to talk about is, the new verify that we talked about that before. The Google guaranteed everything, the license and verified badges are all being retired on October 20th. What doesn't change is your ranking signals still matter. So it's reviews proximity or reviews radius response rate. Let's see. I think we've got somebody that just tried to come in here. So hopefully we can hold on 1 second. Annis. Hey, how's it going, Annis?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Good. Are you in the local lead labs community?
Yeah, I am. I just joined. Are you Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just messaging you, and so I just joined, and I'm looking forward to learning more about this community. I had some questions. Can I ask now, or
yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. I mean, I was going to go over some topics, but it's always better to talk about, the real life examples.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm 21 years old. I'm in college right now, and I'm looking to do a side hustle so I can make an extra 5 to 10K a month and add it to my pocket. And I learned about local lead generation, and I just don't know where to go to learn about this business model and how it works. So I from my understanding, I think I want to generate leads and then sell them to businesses online or local businesses. And I don't know what that business model is called. I've heard about rank and rent and then like pay per lead, but I don't know where to start to learn about those like in detail. If there's like trainings or courses, I was looking forward to see if you have any resources maybe in your community, or you can like teach me or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, we've been doing, playing the, local lead generation game for like I said in the beginning of this live video, probably for almost 17 years. And one of the things that has remained constant is that, and I will say that there's a lot of different ways to actually, generate leads for businesses. There's the number one lead generation strategy that has worked because Google has been so dominant is Google local service ads optimization and Google business profile optimization, because
Okay.
there's still about, I'd say 60% of people go to Google and they'll do a search for a business on Google. And now that I will say that there's more people that are doing searches on large language models like Gemini, like ChatGPT, like Claude, and there are ways to optimize for those LLMs. So we call it large language model optimization, LLMO,
Okay.
and or generative search optimization, GSO. And and I'll show you. I mean, I can share my phone.
Okay.
So
Well,
see,
what if you said so the most effective way is to run Google LSA, and I think to do that you need to have like an actual business. I don't have a business. My goal is to be like a lead generator kind of business, so I can generate leads and sell it to other businesses. I don't think I can run Google LSA without a business, right? Like a local service business.
Well, and this is what I was going to tell you. I mean, some people have done that. They'll actually set up a fake business. I'm not recommending that you do that at all. What I'm saying though is that there's ways that you can optimize. You can do what we do. I mean, as an agency, you can. I mean, I know a guy that is your age. He's less than you. He's younger than you. His name's Nate. He's been on these calls many times, and he's doing exactly what you want to do. And he's built it in probably he's built his business in probably 3 or 4 months. Now, he did work for another agency down in Boca. I'm in South Florida. I'm in Palm City. He's down in Boca Raton. But he worked with or for as a account manager for an agency for about we've got Usma on as well. So we'll add Usma here as well. Hey, Usma.
Hey, how's it going?
Usama, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So we got Andis here, and are you in the local lead labs?
I am. I thought I'd just listen in and see what you guys were doing while I walked around doing chores in the house. That's why the camera was off.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. I don't know how much you caught of what we were talking about, but Andis is trying to generate additional revenue for himself by creating leads for local businesses. And so, obviously you probably did a search on Google for like local lead generation, and maybe my school community came up, Andis.
Yeah, I just went to school.com and I searched like lead generation, and one of your community was one of the search results.
Oh, okay, good. Well, and this is how people find. This is that's what I was just going to show you on my phone. I mean, this is how people are finding businesses. And so, what you can do is like, and this is what I was explaining to him, Usama, is, and what are you looking to do? Usama, do you own a business or no?
So I just run ads for a lot of businesses. I have a few clients that have multiple locations, and one of the things they do run is local service ads, and I'm just always on calls trying to grab a nugget from here, grab a nugget to there, and see what I can implement.
Yeah. So so this is what I'm saying. So hopefully you're hearing what what Usama's saying here, Anna. So basically Usama's doing the same thing that Nate is doing. Nate has built his business on his own. Like now he's gone separate from the agency that he worked with he worked for that company as an account manager for about a year, like I said, and now he's doing his own thing and created his own company. and he's generating, I don't want to, say he's generating a good amount of revenue, more than what you were looking to generate in a very short period of time. Now, he is really good in sales. I mean, he's exceptional as a salesperson.
Okay.
And, but he's doing the things necessary, like making the calls, making cold calls. And he's also found a niche that is a very good niche. I'm not going to repeat, I'm not going to talk about which one it is, but it's, it's a good niche. And, I will say that local service ads, as Usama can probably attest to, generates probably some of the best leads for a business that you can generate. They're all pretty high quality. Would you agree with that, Usama?
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap too. They're usually like 1/3 of a Google lead cost, just depending on which industry you're in.
Yeah, and so this is where local service ads are really not that hard to optimize as long as you have the right tools. And one of the things that I've developed in doing this for the past 17 years, over the last 2 years in particular, I developed a software that will help you guys. And we can talk about this. It's in a different community. It's in my DIY AI community. But basically, if you're wanting to be an agency, you would want to do something that is not Accelerate Marketing. That's the company that's my agency. They do what Usama does, and they do what Nate does. We optimize Google Local Service Ads and Google Business Profile for businesses. And there's things that you can implement, or software that you can implement, like AI, that would give you, as an agency, an advantage over other agencies. Because local service ads optimization is all about the 3 R's. It's reviews, radius, response rate. And Usama's probably heard this many times, but those are the most important things that you can really optimize. And the AI is there to optimize the response rate, the 3rd R. So, there's many different ways to generate leads. But I would say that probably the most high converting leads are Google Local Service Ads or Google Business Profile leads. And I'll share my screen so you can see, what they are.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah.
So the idea is just create an agency, and then I guess run like services. Like I have like so many questions. If I do like have an agency, where do I find like businesses that I can work with and sell my leads to? Am I capped to like one business per like account, or like one business per agency? And when I am running like LSA ads, like what am I going to be like marketing? Am I going to be marketing like the business, or like the service, or like I'm not sure how.
Yeah, you're marketing you're marketing a service. Exactly. Okay. You're marketing a service. I don't know why my phone is not connected.
Is there like in-depth training on like the specific business model, or like any course somewhere that you can like point me towards?
Yeah, there's different ways to do this, but I mean, basically that I can talk to you like after the call, and we can go over some other things that you can do to really to optimize your Google Local Service Ads, or a business's local service ads. But I understand what you're trying to do, and this is the typical agency model. I mean, you can, it's less risky than going and like putting your own money on the line and buying leads.
Right.
There's probably, if you do buy leads and you can resell them, you can usually resell them for a pretty high price, especially if they're legitimate leads, depending on the vertical that you're in. But that could be, if you don't have a lot of money to invest in leads, then you might be out a lot of money. You might be putting yourself at risk,
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to give you an option that would, be as low risk as possible.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I can go over some of the other, Usama, do you have any questions yourself?
I think I'll just nitpick at questions as things progress.
Okay.
Nothing in particular.
Okay. So yeah, just ping me afterwards and I can give you some more direct, information that would maybe help you, because the goal of today's meeting is, this is how I generate, like what I'm doing right now. The goal is to give value from my, 17 years of doing this to business owners. And really the goal is to get business owners on this call and to go over their Google local service ads live and do an audit.
Gotcha.
And that would probably be valuable for you to see, because then you would understand how and Usama, would be good for you to see as well. And, if you go back to last week and the week before, there's been, I think I had two business owners on last week that were both really good, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago. And one was like a med spa and the other one was another, vertical, but they were really, I really helped them a lot, and it helped them understand what options they have as a local business owner to generate more leads. And hopefully in the future, they'll keep us in mind, because, I gave them value and I helped them get where they want to go right now. But if they really want to go to the next level, then that's where they would contact our agency to help them to do that. So
that's good.
So this is primarily like these live videos are really, and the school community are really, my opportunity to give value to people. I've got a YouTube channel that does that as well, and to help them fix their issues. And most of the time, the issues revolve around response rate, getting reviews, or the radius. And we've seen so many different accounts that that's the key is having the experience and being able to see and know what to do. And that's why we're Google local service ads partners. So we meet with a partner account manager that's assigned to our company every week on Wednesday, and that gives us the opportunity to get a lot of things done for our clients that they normally would not be able to do on their own. So those are some of the things that eventually that you'll get when you do this for a little while. You start getting that kind of access, and that will help you get even better results, and then almost like unfair results. So okay, so let me go through some of the stuff, and so the verified badge, I was talking about that's changing on October 20th. The LSA now hinges on verified Google Business Profile and mismatches. So if you have a like, I'm working with a client right now that has an unverified GBP. He's trying to get it set up an LSA and he can't. I'm not going to meet with him until he actually gets his GBP set up and his LSA, but he needs to get his GBP set up first. And basically the policy shift is that LSA must tie to a verified GBP. Mismatched name address can get ads suspended. So everything needs to match, identical. And so you can see, like, this is the kind of help that I give businesses, for free here. It's just more like kind of like almost like a news report, where I'm kind of just reporting the news on local service ads, in order for them to want to tune in so that they can make sure that they stay up to date. Because if they don't do some of these things and they get their ads suspended, that's thousands and thousands of dollars for their business.
Yeah.
So
I really respect what you're doing. Thank you.
No, it's good. I mean, it's it's good for everybody. So there's a 7-day verify, and we get access to a lot of this information because we actually get the newsletter as being, because we're a partner agency. So we're supposed to get it monthly, but it usually comes out quarterly. Google's they're a little bit lax on that sometimes, but 7-day verification window. So let's go back into it. So there's let's see. There's a 7-day verification.
We can't. Sorry for interrupting. Are you sharing the screen? Because
Oh wait, no, I'm not.
Just wanted to point it out. Okay, okay.
Are you able to see me still?
We can see you, yeah.
Okay, good.
But we can't see your screen. I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just looking at these notes. So the action steps are: you need to go through your GBP verification checklist, your NAP name, address, and phone number. You need to make sure that's all locked up, and then let's say GBP suspensions or spiking. Okay, so that's Google Business Profile. And so let me show you, because I'm going to show my my desktop, because my phone is not. I don't know why. I really want to. Okay, I really want to show my phone, but for whatever reason, share screen. Hold on one second. Okay. Oh, come on. I don't know what's going on here with my phone. I'm gonna have to show my desktop. All right, what is going on here, man? Okay, so remove. Okay, so I'm gonna add the stage. Let's see. Invite. Stop screen. Okay, invite. Share screen. Okay, entire screen. Boom, boom. Okay. So you can see this. So if I go to, just to give people context, plumber near me, and you can see here, so this section right here is the Google Local Service Ads section. And then this section down here is the Google Business Profile, otherwise known as the Google Maps, which is pretty obvious why, because it's got a big map next to it. And most people, I'd say about 40% select from here, and probably about 30% select from here, and maybe about 10% select from the PPC ads, and then the other remainder select from down in the organic. So that's what we're talking about. So the Google Local Service Ad section is this right here. So when I say GBP, it's Google Business Profile. It's down here. And LSA, that's up here. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I had a question about that. If you stay on the screen, let's say I do open an agency where my job is to generate leads and sell them to people. What would pop up as the name under the Google LSA? Like over here, it says General Plumbing. That's like a real company's business name. But I have an agency, and I don't know what my name would be. And
you would just be optimizing theirs. You'd be setting up their actual account. Like you'd be setting up. Yeah, and then they would pay you typically monthly for doing that. And
you can't.
So in other words,
you can't set up your own local service ads because you need licensing for each industry you get into.
Yeah,
you have to submit all that paperwork.
Yeah, you need a license. Insurance, background check is done usually. But there are people that have actually set up fake businesses that have successfully done that. And so that's one of the reasons why actually that Google created the local service ads section, is because a lot of businesses for many, many years were actually setting up fake businesses because there was no approval process that was as rigorous as the verification process that you go through for local service ads. Does that make sense?
Yeah. When they do set up fake businesses and they do get calls, like where would they route the calls to if they're like not a real service business?
That's the view. I mean, you would get call tracking. This is what these lead generation companies would do. They would get call tracking and they would forward the calls to the business owner, but that way they would be able to keep track of what was said on each call, and they'd get paid for those calls.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense?
Interesting. Yeah.
So hold on, let me open up Instagram again. I gotta so that's the big, that's how people did it. And I hope that, I think I just shut down Instagram. I didn't mean to. Hopefully it keeps going. But anyway, so plumber near me, this is like, and you can do this for any vertical, attorneys, plumbers, what have you. And that's really, I just wanted to give you and everybody else context of what we're looking at. So let me
just like a follow-up question. So
Mm-hmm.
for each agency business that you have, you're only promoting one business, right? One other business?
We have over 70 or so businesses.
Like in a single agency?
Yeah.
But wouldn't like, what would be your, like, I'm so confused. Like, what would be your name when someone like searches it up? Like,
It would be there. It would be that business's name.
Oh.
Yeah. So we just set up their Google Business Profile or local service ads for them, and it's still their name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. And then let's see. The GBP or Google Business Profile suspensions are spiking, like I was saying, and one of the things that is really being talked about now is how to build an unsuspendable GBP page. So there's a lot of legitimate profiles that are getting flagged, appeals are being rejected, and reviews are disappearing after reinstatement. So this is something that, as an agency owner, you would be responsible for when you're managing like a GBP or a Google Business Profile or a local service ads page. So that's happening right now. There's a lot of them being flagged and suspended, and that's a big deal. So playbooks, there's proof bundles. Let's see. So you want to make sure that you put together, and this is what you would do for your business. You would help them put together a lease, utilities, signage, interior, exterior videos, those type of things, in order to be able to send to Google to get them verified quickly, so that they can actually get back so they can start getting leads again. And there are some escalation paths to do this. You can go to the Google Business Profile help community. You need to set up a case ID. You need to create evidence links and then keep a paper trail. It's kind of like going to the IRS. So these are all things that you would definitely want to do if you're if you're an owner of a business, and if you're an agency owner and you're helping a business. These are things that you would have to do. So there's a lot of work that's involved sometimes to make sure. There's a lot of responsibility, really. So market signals, voice AI is going mainstream. So this is one of the things that I was mentioning in the beginning of our conversation, that that voice AI is a big deal right now. The agents sound like humans. They sound very human-like. You almost can't tell the difference between a human and the agent. This is probably, if I was you, is one of the, right now, most business owners are trying to find out how they can integrate AI into their business. And the fastest way to do that is to put a chat agent or an AI agent on the other end of the phone line when people are calling the business owner or the business. And what that does is two things. Is it helps the business owner get to all the calls so that they can increase their conversion rate, because just by having an AI agent answer the phone, what happens a lot of times is the agent will delay the caller from hanging up by answering questions that they have, because the agent has full context of the business and how it works and what it does and everything. So this conversation can be had either over voice or chat on the website, or text, or over WhatsApp, like I was talking about yesterday on my live video. And it really, what it does is it takes a lot of pressure off of the business owner. And typically we see an increase of like 20, 30, 40, 50% in the business's conversion rate, because of the fact that all the calls are now being answered in less than 30 seconds. So basically what we do is we set up an AI agent to answer the phone if the human intake cannot answer in 15 seconds. And so the AI agent will respond, it'll answer the phone, and then what it'll do is have a conversation, and then it'll if the person then starts talking about either an edge case, like something that the agent doesn't know about, or if the person starts talking about money, then the agent will live transfer to a human. It'll summarize what's been talked about thus far, give the information to the person that it connects to at the company, and then connect the two phone calls and tell the person that, that basically it gave the new person all the information. The agent can also schedule appointments. The AI agent can. And what this is doing is it's really making it so that the small business can actually behave like a large business by getting to more phone calls, because they don't have to have humans. They can just basically just train this agent on their business. And that takes, a little while. You got to listen to the phone calls. You got to prompt the agent effectively. But once that's done, then you've got a trained person, basically that doesn't take any vacations, that can take calls and messages and texts 24/7. So now the business can be open 24/7, and as a result can say that on their Google Business Profile page and also their local service ads page, and therefore they can get more leads that way. And because Google also rewards businesses that actually respond and answer the phone calls and message leads within 30 seconds, they'll actually rank higher in the search results. So this is the reason why AI is so important right now. It's so critical. And just starting a strategy for these businesses. You can come in and be as an agency owner, you could just start selling AI agents and be a hero. These business owners are now really trying to figure out how they can get started with AI. They don't know where to start. And this is the first and most logical way to start entering into the AI age, so to speak. And, you can have the AI agent be customer service and or intake, so, and then from there, once the AI starts answering phone calls, you can do a lot of different things. In our agent that we've built, it actually learns by listening to the phone calls that happen between the humans and the people that call in. So it listens to those calls, and it will put those in its what's called knowledge base, and it makes the agent behave and perform even better the next time. So what we do with our agent is we train. You guys still there? Do you have any questions, by the way, on all this, or no?
Yeah, I'm still here. I think
I'm
it's
listening.
really cool. Yeah. From your experience, how well are these like AI agents? Like at the end of the day, they're just robots, and what if someone has
You'd be surprised. Some of these agents are starting to book better. Like you would need to know it's an agent to be like, oh, this is an agent. A lot of these are agent really good. I've seen. Sorry, I'm just gonna kind of butt in here.
Yeah.
I've seen some companies that have started testing it, at least in my circle. And then what they'll do is they'll let the person know that, hey, we're an AI agent, just ahead of time, and ask them like, oh, do you want to talk to a person? But there's a lineup for like X amount of 10, 15 minutes, but you could talk to me right now and we can get it sorted out. And that usually results in a pretty good conversion rate overall as well.
Wow.
So it works. So people will just talk to them knowing it's an AI agent. As long as it can answer their questions, they don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
And that's really it. That's, I couldn't have said any better. I'm, thank you for, for chiming in there, Osama, because, that's the agents 6 months ago, I couldn't say that same thing about, but now, with ChatGPT and Gemini and Claude and Grok all competing to be the best large language models, they're improving their models so rapidly that you really almost cannot tell the difference between a human and the AI agent. I can call one and you can, we can, I can do a test and show you. But yeah, they're very, here, let me just call one really quick.
Okay.
It's interesting because like the vast majority of people don't know about them. So like me or you or a marketer will know like, oh, could probably tell it's an AI agent, but a regular person will have no idea.
I see.
Yeah.
You guys use like public like AI agents online, right? Or you guys create your own like software
We created our own software over the past 2 years. So we've got, that's part of what we do. Here, hold on. Let me just really quick. Here's a plumber one. This is just a basic one. It's just a demo.
Hello. Thank you for calling DII Plumbing Services. My name is Sophie. How can I assist you with your plumbing needs today?
Yeah. Hey, Sophie. Hope you're doing good. So yeah, I've got a clogged, like pipe or something. I don't know what's going on, but can you help me with that? Can you kind of see what I can do to fix it?
I'm glad you reached out. I can definitely help you get this sorted. For a clogged pipe, it's best to have a professional take a look to avoid any further issues, but I can also offer some quick tips if you'd like to try something simple first. Would you like some DIY tips to try clearing the clog yourself, or would you prefer to schedule a technician to come out and take care of it for you?
Yeah, like you can help me unclog it, but do you cover my area? I'm in, what areas do you cover?
Absolutely, I can help with some tips, and we also offer in-person service. We currently serve the entire state of Florida. Could you please provide your full address, or at least your city and zip code? That way, I can confirm we cover your specific area and assist you further.
Yeah, I'm at 123 Main Street in Palm City.
Thank you for providing your address at 123 Main Street in Palm City. That is within our service area in Florida. Could I please have your name so I can get everything? Yeah,
so you can see, I mean, it can have, and it does a warm transfer, like I said, which is great. That's one of the things that I really like about it, is that it can do a warm transfer, and like I said, if the person starts talking about dollars or about something that the agent doesn't know about, it'll do a warm transfer, summarize the call, and then transfer the call. And it can also book appointments, and it's better than the call not being answered, put it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So with that, if anybody else has any questions, those are the topics that I really wanted to go over today. Let me just see. Let me just double check. Yeah, instant review requests. So, if you guys, like anybody that's watching this, you can post any questions in the comment section and I'll answer them. You can also go to our school community at school.com/local lead labs. Put it at the bottom there so you can see that. And then you can go to our website, accelerateyourmarketing.com. You can also text us at the 619-304-5155 number. And you can chat with our agent. And you can also get a free local service ads or Google Business Profile audit. And we'd love to help you. And if you have any questions, let us know. And yeah, I'm glad you guys joined today. I appreciate it. And, ask any questions in the school community, because either myself or Roxanne will be able to help you. And if you're a business owner watching this, like I said, you can get a free audit. And we spend about an hour for each local service ads. If you have one, we can, give you a summary of your specific situation. And if you don't have a local service ads or GBP page, we can give you a little outline of like what the competition is and that sort of thing as well. So, all right. I appreciate you guys jumping on, and we do these every.
Thank you so much for your time. I had like one question, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So let's say I do decide to open up like an agency to generate leads. How would I get like clients in the first place to work with? I don't have like a background of owning a business or anything. I don't have like any social proof or anything. So how would I get those initial clients to work with me once I do open an agency? So
initially what I would do is I would take somebody on and set up their local service ads page for free for like a 2-week period of time or a month, in exchange for a referral once you start getting them results, and then they'll pay once they get results.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time. You gave a lot of value today. I really appreciate it. I'll post any questions if I have, but thanks again.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can go to our, you can look us up, Accelerate Your Marketing in San Diego. There's a link there where you can leave us a review or just give feedback in the school community and let people know, what kind of value you got. That's would be awesome.
Thank you again.
Thanks. You bet.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.